What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Oh, look at me! Oh, that's me talking. Well, that's the wrong one. But welcome everybody. I can't wait. It's Tuesday. I can't wait to get this show started. It's the second show of the new year. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm trying to share the show to my groups and all of that good stuff. One, two, three. Got 3 groups I'm a member of. Share it to my group, and somebody's trying to call me. And I'm hanging up on them. I don't want to talk to them. I shouldn't have never gave a person. People meet you in the grocery store and keep calling you. I'm stop giving my number out. I'm gonna stop giving my number out, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I got all my vital stuff here. Did I share the show? Let me share it to. Let me share to Twitter. Make sure everybody get a chance, because sometimes when I don't share it, people say, "Oh, well, yeah, I was waiting on your share," but guess what? I'm not gonna give them a chance. I'm about to share it to my Twitter right now. I just shared. Let's see, share it to Twitter. I'm about to share it, not just to my personal page, and all of you people who come, Barry McDonald. Uh, when you come on the Chop Shop feed, and if it messes up during the show, because it just sometimes Chop Shop HD, go over to Robert Hatter, to my personal page, and you can still, because I'm talking to all you Facebook people who will just forget, don't try to find the show. Always way to find. You can go on YouTube, or you can go over to my personal page and see, because sometimes Chop Shop HD, they just shut off the show yesterday. I don't know why, but guess what? Go over to YouTube. I go over to my personal page, and you can continue the show from there. Don't let them stop you from being able to access the show. Okay? I mean, we got to get a little bit smarter. Well, it just cut off, and well, no, keep searching, keep searching, keep searching. You know, it's got to be something wrong, because I'm gonna be on it over here. So I've shared it with everybody. I just want us to be a little bit more diligent in 2026, man. We got to be a little bit more. Well, I see you, Barry. I see you, Brad. I see you, Dad. I see you, Brandon Weefall. Share the show. Great show yesterday. Oh my God, great show. People been calling me, calling me about the show yesterday. And what was about the show that y'all like yesterday? Because the people been, oh my God, they have been, they've been really, really, really calling me and telling me the things that they got from it. And it's so unique, y'all. When I learn something, uh, you know, I just go and share it. I don't try to know it all. When I learn something, I just go share it. You know, I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a read it all. You follow me? So it's just so much stuff happening in sports. And so, I mean, just on the top of my head right now, I want to, y'all, because I'm gonna shout out to the coach. U of H played tonight. They played against Texas Tech tonight at U of H. Georgia Tech plays Syracuse. Friend of mine coached Georgia Tech's team, so I'm always keeping up with them. Um, Kansas going against TSU tonight. I mean TCU. I'm sorry. Texas and Tennessee. That's a good one tonight. Let's see. Miami, Wake Forest, because we got Jay Lucas for Miami. Just going down the list. Kentucky against Missouri tonight. uh, oh no, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Oh, that's tomorrow. I'm sorry. Miami, Wake Forest. That's tomorrow. I looked. I was going too fast. Going down too fast. He said I had to order that book from yesterday. The book. I know you got the 1% rule, Brandon Weefall. And a lot of y'all gonna miss the boat. But the book we gonna read this month is The Hate You Give. That's the book. The 1% rule, it'll help you, but that other one I gave you, that's the one. But what's her name? Angie. Let me make sure I got the Angie name from yesterday. What yesterday? What Angie's name? Yeah, we got dude. The Hate You Give is the book. I know 1% rule. Yes, get that. But boy, other book I just told you about. Hold up, y'all. What the hell? Wait a minute. Got too many notes. That's all. Here we go. By what's her name? Angie Thomas. I didn't want to give the right name. Angie Thomas, The Hate You Give. That's the Chop Shop book of the month. I just gave you the 1% rule because that's what I've been reading. But the book of the month, Brandon Weefall, is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. That's the book of the month. I just threw that one in. That ain't your book for the month. I just want to let y'all understand now. We got to stay on task. Stay on task. What else I got? Hold up, let me see. Let me see what I got. Let me see how many people I got over there. I see Ivan Petty Jr. Joe Lewis, what's up, Doc? Let's see. Who else we got? Terrence Foley, what's up, baby boy? Who else I got over? I'm looking over. Y'all, they got my stuff over here today. So they got it over here. They have me mixed up. They have me mixed up and moving around, all that kind of stuff, man. Hey, I got to have my stuff right. But I'm trying to see where I'm gonna start today. I did talk about a TSU played last night, got beat by Grambling last night, got beat by Southern, so they 0-2 TSU men's. The women 1-1 because they beat Grambling but lost to Southern. Janet Richardson, Happy New Year. Janet Richardson is in the building. King Stick is in the building. Terrence Foley. Let's see. I want to see where I'm gonna start today. You know, I got to start because this is not a tradition. This is stuff that our book of the month. If you just Foley, you weren't here yesterday. Our book of the month we're gonna be reading is called "The Hate You Give" by Angie Thomas. I want you to get it and read it with your family, with your kids, with everybody. This the book we're gonna read. We're gonna try to read a book a month. You remember, I had Shonda Scott on here. She was talking about she got a book called "Give Me a Year." And in her year, she got 12 things. You're gonna try a thing a month that makes you better that year. So I just took a spin off. Let's read a book a year, a book a month. So at the end of the year, you done read 12 books. You ain't read 12. Some people ain't read 12 books in their life. Some people ain't read 12 books at school. So it's just something we can do. Everybody, I mean, if you want to, but The Hate You Give. Because the reason I'm talking about these books, because these are the banned books. Every book I'm going to give you is the book that the Trump administration and the Project 2025, they ban these books. So so if they ban these books, there's something in these books that we need to have. They ain't banning it for you, for our enjoyment. They banning it for a reason, Janet. So I want The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. That's the book of the month. That's the book that got banned. That's the book that got banned. They didn't ban the 1% rule. Brandon Weefall. they banned these books. So it's something important in these books that we do. And another thing we're going to do, because I meant to do it 2 years ago. We're going to start. I want to have our principle, our Kwanzaa principles for the day. And we're just going to have one. Because we're not here, it's 7 principles. But we don't have but 4 days that we do the show. So what we'll do, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I won't start over. I'll continue the next Monday and continue so we can have all. So we can get used to knowing all 7 of the Kwanzaa principles. And the day Kwanzaa principle, if somebody asks you, it come and say, Habaragani, that means what's the good news? You would tell them. If somebody reach you today and say, Habaragani, that means what's the good news? And you would say to them, Nia, the Nia principle. It's the purpose principle that say we are to make our collective vocation collective vocation, the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Wow. Somebody's come to you today, say, Habaragani. You said, Nia. They gonna say, what? How you know that? It's the purpose principle. That principle that said we make our collective vocation, our collective on the chop shop. This is a collective, make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. Because we were always great. They didn't think we was great. If you start your history off as slavery, you lost because we were great. They stole us. So don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Chad Grove, what's up, baby? Gary Carter, what's up, baby? So our book of the month, Chad, it's new year, new things. Shonda Scott, young lady, came in on a Women Rock Wednesday, and she gave us this book called "Give Me a Year." And within her year, she said that in that year, she said, we're gonna try 12 new things. 12 new things. I've been having some great times with the 12 new things just in my personal life. 12 new things. So what happens? So every month, so our reading this month is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And the reason we're doing it, Chad, because them are the books. We just gonna read only banned books. The books that Trump and his administrative banned. Because there's something in the books that one of us need, your grandchild, my grandchild, they need to know, and we need to know it. So don't forget that. Okay? All right, let's go. What's up, James Boogie? Boogie? James Boogie. Happy New Year, man. Chad Grove, he said, Happy New Year. It's been a minute. I've been on the grind. Also went to IBS area and put it on your tab. Hey, them people know me in that place. He said, no, that's a golf course. That's a golf course in Phoenix area. I'll tell you about it later. But where am I? So I got that out the way. Y'all, this is January the 6th, right? And I got to give it to you now. I got to give it to you because you ain't going to get it nowhere else now. It's January 6th. And don't y'all let these people rewrite history. Okay? Don't let them rewrite history. After slavery, after the Civil War, seemed like everybody, forgot about the role that they played in it. We have learned this lesson before. So don't let them rewrite, or don't let them write this history of January 6th with a white nationalist pen like Trump didn't do. Tell them people, y'all, if you go look at the court documents, you go look at your transcripts, he started that. He incited those people. Don't y'all never, and they got him in the White House now. I'm just telling you, I got to share it with you because some of y'all, if it ain't on ESPN, y'all don't know it. So some of y'all don't, I had to give it to you there. But what that boy said about TSU, hold on, what this dude, that man said TSU not even competing no more. Did you see the game? King Sticks, did you see the game? Let me see. Did you see the game? Let me see, King Sticks. You said TSU. Oh, hold on. Get that out the way. I'm sorry. Let me put that right there. That's Bobby there. You said TSU is not competing anymore. Did you see the game, bro? Huh? Did you see the game or did you just look at the box score? Did you see the game or you looked at the box score? Maybe they just not as talented. Have you ever thought about that? Janice said, Happy New Year, Robert Hatter. Let me give me my people. Let me give me my people. Terrence Foley said, what's up? James Boogie, he came on and said something. We're gonna put him on the screen. Gary Carter said, share the show. Chad said, Happy New Year. Been a minute. Uh, Javier's is a restaurant in a hotel that I love and I frequent when I'm in Vegas. And Chad and I go and eat in that place called Javier's. They got one in LA now, right around the corner from where my daughter lives. And Gary, in case you didn't see it, Gary Carter, Terrence, everybody on Facebook, do me a favor. I don't know how you looking at the show today, but if Chop Shop Htrx cuts you off, you can come back on under my name. All right? All you people, Gary, you should know. Chad, Sonia, The Hate You Give also is a movie. Absolutely, but I like to read the book because the movie, you can't put much in the movie. But thank you, son. And I do not like to advertise that name you put on there. So try to find it at another place. I don't like that advertising that name you put on where to watch it at. Don't even they not he not worth that's not worth mentioning. Uh, but the book is much more understanding. 'Cause always remember, in a movie you can only put so much in a movie, but in a book it's you can really understand what the author is saying, what the author really meant by it. Yeah. Okay. Y'all got that? All right. What else I got? Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. No. You all right? You got to remember, Fox own that's Rupert Murdoch's product. So I don't like to talk about it. I never, you know, I never talk about it on being going watching a movie on that in that mess. Uh, let's see. U of H. Did I tell you they played tonight? Uh, this is a stop. No, you don't have to delete it. You don't have to delete it. Enough. But you know what I thought about this? Somebody sent me, and I saw this, and they sent it to me. They said, Robert, somebody said, enough of the portal talk. Can we get back to recruiting high school kids? What you think about that, Chad? What you think about that, Gary? What you think about that, Terrence Bowley? They said, enough about the portal talk. Can we get back to recruiting high school kids? What you think? If you was a coach, um, what you think? Y'all talk to me. If you was a college coach, would you get back to recruiting high school kids? I mean, you know, some coaches are still recruiting high school kids, but yeah, you know, I'm just maybe I'm just looking for some information today. Somebody help me out a little bit today. Um, would you should we? Somebody said enough of the portal talk. You notice all these guys in the portal. And I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit. All these guys in the portal, everybody portal. Anybody got somebody in the portal? Anybody got somebody, some kin to them, or some influence over people? If you got anybody in the portal, let me know. I'm just curious. Talk to me. Share the show. Share the show. Because I need about 25 more people watching this right now. Because I'm gonna share some stuff that people need to hear. I mean, I don't go get this stuff just willy-nilly. Y'all, I don't just come on here and free swing it. You know, some people just come on here and just get to talk. I have to know what the hell I'm talking about when I come on here. You know, a lot of stuff I got inside of me, and if y'all say something, just bring it up out of me. But I have this careful thought because it's people around this country. They telling me they are getting help by what's being said and shared. Crystal, how you doing? All the way down in Atlanta. He said, "Thug, the hate you give was okay. Uh, okay, the hate you give was Tupac's acronym, Thug." Okay, thank you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Somebody go fact check that now, because I don't want to go by what Mr. Bartholomew said, because he has been a little not right before. So I don't. He said that. I didn't say that. He said it would be a combination of both. You got to be smart enough to put a winning solution together. Absolutely. But should we, because I told you, college coach, one college coach told me, he said, look, man, if I'm going to get some money to somebody, I'm finna go pay one of these top freshmen. I'm going to go pay one of these top freshmen. Crystal, I need you to stay there because I got some, I knew this, but I want to share some about Atlanta that today that we need to hear. That we need to hear again. I think I've shared it on this show today, but share the show. I need everybody to go duplicate themselves right now. I need everybody to say, "Hey man, come watch this right quick. Come get on right quick." Because there's some stuff I want to. So, but should we get back to recruiting high school kids? And then I got another thing. Then I'm watching Sean Miller, college basketball coach at the University of Texas, got a big budget, give the guys a lot of money and all of that and everything. Got all transfer portal guys and got all this guy. But he said something about the current state of his team. And it kind of got to me, y'all, because this stuff make me think. Why?
If I tell you not to cross the street, and I keep telling you, and I say, I swear, whatever you do not cross the street. And you do, and the bus hits you. I'm going to take responsibility as your parent. But damn it, how many times do I have to tell you not to cross the street? We got some of that going on. Now, if I tell you not to cross the street, and I keep telling you, and I say, I swear, whatever you do not cross the street. And you do, and the bus hits you. I'm going to take responsibility as your parent. But damn it, how many times do I have to tell you not to cross the street? We got some of that going on.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? I didn't mean to have that thing that big next to that man. Yeah, I did not mean. Let me see. Can I make that a little smaller? Make the shape a little smaller. Watch this. Okay. Yeah, I just be doing. I didn't mean to make it that big. Get down, boy. Get down. I just want you to be in the corner chilling. Okay, there we go. That's all I want. I thought about that though, y'all. I thought about that. Let me get that out of there. He said that's the state of his team. Let me repeat it again. Cause y'all got the I know some of y'all we got to get back.
Now, if I tell you not to cross the street, and I keep telling you, and I say, I swear, whatever you do not cross the street. And you do, and the bus hits you. I'm going to take responsibility as your parent. But damn it, how many times do I have to tell you not to cross the street?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is happening all over America. Uh, you said, what is he saying? I'm glad you said that, Corey. I had the advantage of going. Y'all ever have a chance of going to uh, Memphis University for basketball practice? Uh, I had a chance to go the other night when they was preparing for Rice, and I went to the game the next day. Ladies and gentlemen, everything that Rice was going to do in that basketball game, he went over and showed his players that night. Practice. I mean, everything. I'm sitting there watching the game. I'm sitting there. He telling them exactly where to be the night before everything was going to happen. He told them not to cross the street. And some of them went and still did exactly, Corey, what he told them the night before not to do. Then Sean Miller, I just get this today. Y'all, this just happened the other day. The man sit and went over and said, everybody understand. If you don't understand, let me know right now. They're going to do this. If the ball come here, it's going to go here. The ball come here, it's going to go here. I never forget. I never forget. They played a while back when Taco Fall was in college. Taco Fall played for University of Central Florida. I never forget. He was. I was in practice. I was at his practice, but I was on the other end. He was down on the other end. He was teaching the bigs something, right? So what I did, I couldn't hear, and I didn't want to get up because people be watching every time you be something. People be looking what you're doing. So what I did, Sonya, I called. I said, man, I went by his crib. I said, look, man, what was you saying to your bigs? He said, man, all I was telling him, when Taco Fall whenever he get the ball on the first few plays down the block, he's gonna turn this way. And he said, all I want you to do is be waiting there right there. He gonna put the ball right in your stomach. All you got to do is take it. All you gonna do is take it. I said, well, ladies and gentlemen, I was at the game, courtside, the next day. This was years back when Taco Fall was in. The first two possessions, Taco Fall got the ball. He turned and put the ball, intercepted, and went the other way. Twice. I said, wait, hold. So what Sean Miller is saying, and it's all over college. This ain't just Sean Miller's team. I think the only two teams happy right now is probably Arizona and Arizona and Michigan. They haven't lost yet. The only two teams haven't lost yet. They only two teams happy. But it's not. No, it's not a whether he cheating or not. And y'all know I don't Texas basketball, but I always try to get some out of something. These players, y'all, and y'all kiss their ass. The summer coaches kiss their behinds. All y'all kiss their behinds, and what you do? Go tell me the other day. Well, because you don't play a game. Well, maybe at the end of the year we might need to think about transfer. The hell, you're a freshman, and you thinking about transfer, and you ain't even played half the game. I sit there and say, wow. But it's the people that are around these kids. Oh, Nebraska. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I'll put it like this. Let me put it like this. They the top two teams in the country. They happy. I'm sure U of H got one loss. They happy. But thank y'all for Nebraska. You're right, because I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. But I was thinking about that. Thank y'all, because y'all gonna help me. Y'all gonna help me. But for that man to say that, I got to go and hear it again. That's why I tell y'all to share the show, because I need somebody else gonna talk to me. I'm trying to hear it.
Now, if I tell you not to cross the street, and I keep telling you, and I say, I swear.
If I tell you not to cross the street, forget Sean Miller, because he wasn't always at Texas. He was at Xavier. He won everywhere. He cheated at Arizona. Yeah, he cheated. He cheated. But I'm listening to his words right now, y'all. I'm listening to his words right now. Watch this.
Whatever you do not cross the street.
Do not cross the street. Y'all, I was at practice the other day. Y'all, I can live with this. This man told them everything Rice was going to do. And they was in a position to do it and didn't make the play. So frustrating to me when I see
You doing the bus.
Now, I can see if you're not good enough. See, some teams just ain't got the talent, and I understand it. I understand if you don't have the talent. Man, you can use this. But watch this.
It's you.
This
I'm
gonna
gonna
be a
take
good show today.
responsibility as your parent.
My responsibility, because I'm the CEO of this team.
But damn it, how many times do I have to tell
How many damn times I
you
got to
not to
tell you?
cross the street? We got some of that going on.
And they got NIL, fine private, Corey, getting off the plane, getting to their, the van take them, the bus take them back to the facility. They get in a Mercedes and all of that. Then they're going off to the $5,000 a month apartments. And you can't do what the coach, you're on a job. They'll fire King Stick's ass if he ain't driving that truck right. It's got to be frustrating. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm hearing from the Power 5 coaches, and they frustrated. And Vanessa, I'm gonna help you. Vanessa, I'm gonna tell you something, baby. I'm gonna help you. It's not just the kids not buying into his program. I just told you about, I wasn't at his practice. I just gave you an example of a practice that I was at the other night. These guys get NIL, staying $5,000 a month, overlooking the water, and they still not listening. Some come to practice on the road without your practice uniform. You left it back at the hotel room, but you get paid to play this game. No, this happened all over the country. Not just Sean Miller. How you forget your practice jersey? Y'all, I'm not telling you nothing I heard. It's something I saw. Corey said he want to be paid like pros, but work like kids. And I want y'all to get your money, honey. But y'all, much is given, much is required. Share the show, because I'm going somewhere now. Y'all know I'm just setting y'all up now. But I'm glad you said that, Vanessa, because people might. Partner of mine said he wish he was eligible again. Everybody I know talking about they wish they had eligibility again. Yo, I'm telling y'all, I'm hearing this, Vanessa, from coaches. Watch this. Hold up. Bettina, where you been? Hold up, Vanessa, I'm finna help you with this one. You said NBA players get millions and coaches still find a way to get them to buy in and be a cohesive winning team. The culture of college has undoubtedly shifted coaches' styles may. Let me tell you something. But NBA coaches, they got recourse easily. Don't compare this to the NBA right now. You should be, in what you said was warranted, but let me tell you something. And you might be right. Maybe these college players, but I'm gonna just tell you something. I don't know how many NBA players you know, how many you've been around, but the ones I know and the ones I be around, they the hardest working people I ever seen them in my entire life. Now, getting them to play as a cohesive unit, that's different. That's the coach's job. But, Vanessa, NBA players, it ain't but 450 of them on the planet. To get there, they ain't doing this. They ain't leaving no. That's completely different. Completely different. I happen to be around both of them. And it's like night and day. Don't ever compare one of these little spoiled ass college kids, NIL ass kids, to that 450. To be on that 450 roster, you got to be, your work ethic got to be impeccable. That's the price of admission to be one of the 450. If you don't know what I mean by 450, it's 450 of them. Okay? I ain't talking about the two-way guys. I'm talking about the 450 deals, guaranteed deals. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Bettina. How you doing? How you doing? How your son doing? Keep me. You're supposed to keep me. You to text me every now and then, tell me how you're doing. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. I like that. I like this though. He said they're going to make these coaches in NCAA schools start making. Oh, yo, it's gonna. Yo, these guys better have fun with this NIL. It's gonna change. He said amateurism versus professionalism. Y'all, it's hard, y'all. It's just the things that I see in college basketball and the coaches calling me, and and I mean, y'all got to realize. And then when I'm there with them and happen to go to the practice, and then and I'm watching what the coach been telling me, I see it, and these guys these. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just hope that our players that in our sphere of influence, y'all, let me tell you something. If a coach called me and told me my son, I don't care how old his ass is, didn't have his jersey at practice, and you the point guard, we have some problems. You have some problems. Our problem is these kids act like they don't care. Man, they'll lose and be on the bus chilling. They will lose, Vanessa, and be on the bus chilling. Because they know they finna go. The bus gonna take them to their brand new Mercedes. And they gonna drive the Mercedes back to the high rise that overlook the water. Then you say something. Well, I want to transfer. Mama, I want to transfer. College football will start deducting for missing practice being late. Oh yeah, they gonna get them. But I'm trying this. I don't want you to go there. I'm trying to tell you what not to do, y'all. When I'm giving y'all this information, I hope no kid that we know doing this. Come on, man. You get an opportunity like this, and you coach talking to me crazy, overlooking the water. I'm telling you, son, I ain't telling you what I heard. Son, I'm not telling you what I heard. They're overlooking the water. These dudes ain't just living. But Sean Miller, I listen to that. But you know what though? And I saw this, and I saw this. Corey, we got it. Corey, To whom much is given, much is required. It reminded me of the story I heard. Uh, then I researched it. And y'all, these guys, I just fell in love with them because I didn't know these dudes was like this, y'all. I had to be this old to find out. I don't want another, I told you, I don't want to be a generational thief. Didn't nobody give me this information, so I'm giving this information so your kids can have this information. Y'all already made it. But your kids and your kids, your kids' friends gonna need this information I'm about to give. I just saw this today. I just saw this today. I'm gonna pivot, but all of this gonna come back. I told you I'm tying all of this together. Tying all this together. I was sitting there, I was thinking, because I love Atlanta. I got lost one day going to one airport, and then one airport is the Maynard Jackson Airport, and then the other one is the main airport, and they put the thing in, and I went to the wrong, and I was thinking about Maynard Jackson, and I'm always thinking about Mayor Marion Barry, who history have us thinking he was just this whatever. If you listen to some of the, if you go and just worry about the transgressions he had, and sicking a girl on a woman on him and having him in the room, and what you call it, setting him up to have she smoking crack, he talking about smoking it with him and marrying that. Go, y'all look at him. That man there, bad man. Don't you let these folks fool you about who people are. But I was thinking about it, because I was thinking about Maynard Jackson. I was thinking about Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, my young players, if you're in position of power, you get in this position of power. He demanded 25% of airport contracts to go to black businesses when he was the mayor. And white Atlanta tried to stop it. Watch this. I'm tying all this together. In 1974, Maynard Jackson became Atlanta's first black mayor. He inherited a city where it was 51. Y'all got to hear these numbers. 51% of the residents, more than half the residents were black. But white business held 99% of the city's contracts. When Jackson announced plans to expand the Hartsfield Airport, most busiest airport in the country, I think, right by now, he dropped a bombshell on the white business leaders. He walked in the meeting and said 25% of all contracts would go to minority firms. White businessmen revolted, calling it illegal. We 51% of the population. Y'all, this recent history. This ain't ancient history. We own 51. We're 51% of the population. All we asking for is 25% of all the contracts to go to minority firms. And they revolted, calling it illegal, and pressuring the governor to seize control of the project from Jackson. That don't know what he's doing. Take the power from him. Governor, let's go past him. Let's go past him. Let's go to the governor. Got a question. Would you have backed down facing those kind of pressures? Willie Sullivan, Corey McCoy. I ain't gonna even ask you, King Sticks. No, you back clean now. Would you back down? All the white business leaders going at you, calling the governor, which you had to back down. Jackson didn't flinch, my young people. He didn't flinch. He reportedly told him, we simply won't build an airport then. If you don't agree with what I'm talking about, we ain't gonna think about this, y'all. They've been having all of it, the white contractors. And they don't even want to give up 25%. Just have y'all just thought about that. Just thought about that. He reportedly told them, he told them, we ain't gonna build an airport then, bro. You can have 70% of this project, or you can have 100% of nothing. That's what he told them. What's your choice? Y'all, we had black mayors in this city. I wonder what the percentage of the black contracts in this city is. What's your choice? He asked them. They battled him for 2 years, y'all. Then they agreed. Y'all, listen to me. In 1978, minority contracts went from less than 1%. Y'all, we was getting 1%. Them people was getting 99%. And with 51% of the population was us. And it went from 1% to 39%. Jackson, listen to this, my young people, created scores of black millionaires, including Herman Russell, whose construction company did $100 million of airport work. And it set the model of minority contracting nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, some of our kids and some of these young people are going to be in positions of power one day. They got to know to stand up. What's the use in you're going to U of H, you're playing basketball, you go to the NBA, you get all this clout, then you want to go into politics and you want to go do something. You want to do something to help your people. But you got to have the balls to fight. Every time I think about that, Marion Barry in D.C., they was having this big development and all these guys came to the meeting. And everybody in the meeting was white except him. He said, look here, get the hell out of my office. They said, why? Until you bring some black developers in here, don't come back in my damn office no more. We ain't gonna do nothing till y'all bring. Where? Y'all, we ain't got them kind of people no more. We got black coaches who get staffs at these universities and think they got to always, instead of hiring the guys they want to, I got to hire me a white guy. And nothing against nobody. I'm just telling you, these people had 99% of everything. And they still didn't want to. Let me tell you something. We have got to be, when we in these positions of power, we got to quit making deals with these people. That's what's happening in Congress right now. That's what's happening. They're making deals with these people, man. That's why I keep talking about Adam Clayton Powell a lot. Because he said, no, baby. that's his favorite. No, baby. But somebody mentioned something earlier. I want to get back to it. And because somebody said Nebraska is undefeated, and that's my fault. Yeah, I should have. I knew that because. But Corey, have you seen him? Why is Nebraska so good? Let me look up their record. Y'all. I got to look them up. Uh, Men's basketball. Why is Nebraska so good? And while I'm looking this up, I want everybody to do me a favor today and go and to the Anthony Lawrence collection. And they got a flash sale, free shipping. AnthonyLawrenceCollection.com. I'm gonna have the website flashing across the screen in just a second. Anthony Lawrence Collection. For us, by us. We got the new Texas Southern gear out. I had it on yesterday. The H-Town Howler. And Sonia, yes, Sonia, I'm glad you asked that question yesterday. You said, what's a howler? And that's they say they know tigers growl, but they got a howl too. But I'm going to Nebraska, and I'm gonna tell y'all something I saw. Y'all got to understand, I'm in college basketball mode right now. I got to get ready this weekend. Coming Saturday, it's a double header on KTSU. Myself and a new partner, Jay Holloway, gonna be calling the game. Chatterbox is he took a job took a job at I don't know if he want me to tell people where he took a job at. Took a job, great job. It was an opportunity he could not miss, and he couldn't be missing all that time. So we got a new guy who's gonna be calling play-by-play with me, and so pray for us because you got to have the right chemistry. But I'm just going. I'm watching. I'm in basketball mode. Nebraska, they barely beat Ohio State now. Ohio State, pretty good team the other night. But I'm just looking at their. But I saw something. I'm trying to look at the schedule. Y'all hold on a minute. I'm trying to look at the schedule. But they played. Get that out the way. Boy, I hate this thing. Always the cookies. Always come on, no cookies. I ain't accepting the cookies. But I'm just talking about this. Watch this now. But don't forget, Anthony Lawrence Collection. Corey, get your people to the Anthony Lawrence Collection. It's got all the collection of HBCUs and let me put that back up there. It's got the luxury, culture, legacy. I had on the shirt. Go look at yesterday's shirt. I had on yesterday. Got a new Corey. They got a new logo just built. I mean, designed just for Texas Southern. But it's got premium collegiate and athletic and lifestyle apparel, crafted with purpose and precision. Just please go to the flash sale. They got it. I know some of your schools might not be there. Gift somebody at another school. And then I'm going to give you this. Go to this website right here and get some. Y'all ain't nobody told me my name went on the screen today. Y'all ain't no good. Y'all just let me be up there. No name. What my name at? They didn't put, oh, okay, hold on. They didn't let my name. Somebody usually tell me, that is Moody used to say, hey man, look, that's my name. Say my name. But Anthony Lawrence Collection, please go there. Get your TSU new gear. They got a new, they got one coming out next, wait a minute, January. Why, I think you can order this. It's January already. January done popped up on me. They did a play off Martin. Hold up, y'all. Let me find it. Oh my goodness, they got it here. Martin, where's my Martin? TSU Martin. Oh wow. I got to give it. No, I got it. Well, I got it. Oh, it might be up here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's at the top. They're gonna make this shirt just for TSU. It's a spoof off the Martin series. And I think those are available right now. I don't know what they call, but I know it might be it's TSU Look for TSU Martin. He said the seal is next Martin for the spring. Oh, it's for the spring. Okay, so be looking for this in the spring. Okay, when it gets a little warmer, be looking for this T-shirt right here. You got to be the first to get this. I keep telling y'all about it, but I can't wait. I can't wait. But we'll talk about it a little bit more during the show. But that howler that I got, that thing is special. And the HBCUs influence everything. Sweatshirt, unbelievable, unbelievable. But somebody asked me, you know, Robert. They said, Robert, why is Nebraska so good? But I looked and I watched. They brought back, Corey. Guess what they did? They brought back the deadly no middle defense scheme. Funnel everybody to the baseline. No middle. No middle. They're gonna fight you before you let you in that middle. And I'm gonna show you some highlights. They trap the corners. They deny the entry passes. They with backside help. They active hands for deflections all over the place, and they don't miss rotations. I said, how did this dude Harburg get these kids to play like this? And currently, they second in the least field goals at the rim. And they second in most 3-point percentage. In 3-point percentage, 31%. They allowing 31%. Hold up, let me just show y'all these people, man. I got to show this. This is unbelievable. Watch this defense.
It'll be a solid year for the Iowa transfer.
He has played great defense tonight too on Blackwell. Blackwell rejected. Maston Buchenjo has not been on the floor very much here in the second half.
No middle.
Same old story. There's Rhodey.
You got to shoot that.
Carr bounces inside. Cooper double teams there immediately.
That paint clean.
Ball reversal. Foot is blocked.
Nobody's going in the box. Look at the red. Ain't nobody get that ball in there.
Kohler blocked. A double pin down right there.
I see that. Look, ain't nobody. You ain't
6 to shoot.
Watch this. Look what happened.
To steal.
Look what happened. Watch the paint. Just look at the orange area. Look what they doing. Not gonna happen. If you're wondering why they this good, watch. No middle.
Baseline trap. There's nothing good for you on that baseline against the corner.
Nothing good for you on that baseline.
Winner didn't come all the way down. Once you
Look
retreated,
at the red. Nobody getting paint
touches.
touches.
Able to turn and score at the offhand.
Not to be.
Let's run. Ask me. Why they so good?
Winner drives again.
They want you to shoot threes. And you said they 15-0? They want you to shoot threes, man. And they done beat everybody. Who is that? They beat Oklahoma. They beat New Mexico. Beat the brakes off. Oh, they didn't beat the brakes off. Shoot, they had a close one with Kansas State. Trying to see who else they beat. They beat Creighton by 21. They beat Wisconsin. That's a big win. They beat Wisconsin by 40. They beat Illinois by 3. North Dakota. Oh, the win. That was New Hampshire. Then they beat my boy Izzo and them the other night. Then they beat Ohio State. I guess that was shit last night. Did y'all understand what I'm talking about? See, somebody asked me these questions because I'm getting ready. I said, they want the team to shoot threes. They defend the basket and the paint like they life. It's life and death. And they get out the contest as much as they can from the three to force, people are shooting 30% from them on the make rate in three. 30% is low. Their offense has been good, but their defense, oh my goodness. I'm sitting there. He said, them and Michigan going to have a game. What? He said, is this Nebraska clip on YouTube? Russell, I don't know if it's on YouTube or not. I forgot, one of my little sisters, they sent it to me. And, but it's no middle. All I wanted to show y'all, because I watch stuff like that. When I watch the game, I want to see how many paint touch the guard get. And I want to see how many times they keep him out of the paint. Coach, if you get in the paint, good things going to happen for you. And if your defense, you get in the paint, bad things going to happen for you. The game really kind of that simple. But share the show. Now, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got something else for y'all. So then I looked, and then they said, and if you, that's defense, right? Watch this. You know I'm always, this is the time of season I'm giving the coaches something. If you're a coach, your friend a coach, and you want to understand offense and at an elite level, please go and watch Vandy basketball. Vandy? Y'all, I got something to tell y'all about Vandy. Go watch Vandy basketball. Vanderbilt, the smart school, hard to get in school. The volleyball team, the soccer team, the women's basketball, the football team, the men's basketball, everybody balling. Do y'all know they got a black AD that happened to be a sister? We'll talk about her a little bit. Talk about her. Robert Hatter, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, what's up? What's up there? Paul Miranda is in the building. But Paul, if you're a coach, you know a coach. If the offense is sputtering and they want to see it at elite level, please go and watch Vanderbilt basketball. They do not have the margin for error. These are the most of these talented teams have. They ain't got all these, but in their thing, everything is crisp. Every pass is elite. This might be the best team in the ACC. Excuse me, the SEC, the Slave Economic Conference, the SEC. It might be. But y'all haven't seen film after film after film on Share the Show, Coach. I'm going to give you some. There's no eject button with them. There's no 5-star. They ain't got no AJ DeBancer to bail them out consistently. Their spacing matters. Just watch how they move around. And how they move without the ball, it matters. How to see the game. How they see the game. And how they create advantages. So if you're a coach and you want to understand offense and how it functions, how it adapts, and how it survives, put Vandy on the screen. And you know what, Coach? I'm glad you asked me that, because I just saw them play. I didn't care who the damn coach was. I was just, let me see, Vanderbilt basketball coach. I see why they got rid of, Jim Stackhouse. Dude, this dude got these dudes. His name Mark Byington. You don't know him. But boy, he got them boys. He got them boys doing a little something. What else I had for you? Hold up. What time I got? I got to keep checking my time. Yo, guess who I fell in love with? Hold up. I'm going to give you a video, then I'm going to come back. I'm going to give you a video, and then I'll come back to you. Watch this.
Parts of her game to prepare for is her ability to create an angle in the low post.
Merchant guarding Williams. Williams lobs it. Great catch. First two. 5-on-4 for the moment for Iowa State. Thrown inside. Good catch from Crooks. Williams lobs it inside. Here's Crooks spinning. Abdur-Rahim double fake. What a move.
Dynamic threat that truly is almost unstoppable right there once again.
But she's going to continue to attack. Double team does not stop the entry. Double screens here for Jada Williams. Crooks flashes to the low post. Beautiful offense.
Perfect fit.
Have anybody seen her? Big Audi. Have anybody seen her? And she be running up and down the court. She be lumbering though. Y'all playing with me. That girl is must-see TV. Listen, this is a 5th straight 30-point game. 5th straight. Hold up, y'all. She had 35 points, 13 rebounds, 41 points, 4 rebounds, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 30 points, 4 rebounds, 47 points, 4 rebounds. She had double figures in 80 straight games. 80. And this is what I like about her. She don't play. Watch this.
When the team forces you to not play as well as you'd like, how valuable is that film and how much can you build, given that we're just in early January?
Yeah, that's huge. You don't want to play your best basketball in January. You don't want to be a monster in January. You want to be a monster in March. And in order to do that, you need to recognize your flaws. You need to recognize your shortcomings. And if you don't lose, if we would have won today, those rebounds that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those shots that I missed seem a lot less significant. Those turnovers that we had seem a lot less significant. But when you lose, it really just puts everything out there. You have to look in that mirror and recognize what you need to do better. And because we have that early, March, yeah.
When the team forces you to not play.
I can't wait till she play again. So Htrx was, you say you came, you came across her. Oh, you came across, I thought you were talking about she was in here. She was in the gym. It seemed like she was in the gym, Vanessa. But that girl, the hands so soft. That I mean, y'all, she be lumbering up and down the court. Now you got to run and get back, but she is the Unrivaled League started last night. Yes, they did. Paige Becker put it on them. I know she did. But I love Htrx, y'all. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me quick. Somebody just text me something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I saw Auburn play the other night, and let me tell y'all something. Y'all remember this? I said this. Sebastian Williams Adams. Let me tell y'all something. I was watching the game. I didn't even know that was him, how good he was playing. Y'all, I don't know what he had. I wasn't looking at the stats. I'm just watching how active he is on the defensive end and how active he is running the floor. Sebastian, y'all, yes, Sebastian. Our Sebastian went to St. John's. Let me tell you something. I didn't like the university, but I loved the player. Didn't like the university because I don't like the head coach and I probably don't like his son. It ain't got nothing to do with it. That boy is playing his behind off. If you ever have a chance to watch Auburn play, because they're going to be on TV a lot, look for him. Look for him. Listen, I sit there and was proud because y'all got to realize now. Somebody called me. Who's that called me? I think somebody called me. I think it was Robert Carroll or Gary Carter. One of that little crew. They said, Adam, come over here and meet me over here. I want you to see something. And I came in there. St. John's was playing. From that day forward, I fell in love with this young man's game. And now to see him on the college basketball floor right now, playing the way he's playing, I had to stop everything. I know y'all said everything I was playing. And watch this. And he played against Georgia the other night, right? He had 0 points, but he had 7 rebounds. But I still liked the way he played. He had 2 blocks. See, when you rebound the ball 7 times and you block 2 shots, you are valuable to your team. I know y'all, it's going no points because you ain't looking at the game of basketball. See, I didn't even know how much he scored. I didn't. I was watching the way he plays. I told y'all, this kid, I watched this kid play. Vanessa, I saw him go up and down the court 4 times. He didn't even score. And I knew he was the best player on the floor. When you see it, you just know it. But shout out to Htrx. And I got some information. Somebody gave me some Portland advice for y'all, all you people, Portal, football and basketball, and even to the fans, and to your observers of college football. I understand y'all because it's free agency out here, but it's a different type of free agency. It's free agency that anybody can choose to participate in. This is the problem. Everybody can just say, Vanessa, you can call one of your friends, a son, or somebody can call a kid and just say, look, main transfer. Okay. By the way, Auburn plays Texas A&M tonight. So make sure y'all watch my young fella, Sebastian. Please watch and cheer for him. I was just thinking about something. I like free agency. But this stuff that's going on in college basketball and college football, everybody can choose to participate in. It wasn't meant, free agency wasn't meant for that. It's when your contract is over, you become a free agent. That's what happens in pro sports. But I'm sitting there, and she said coaches don't have to take them, and guess what? They don't take them. 30% of them don't even never play a college game again. So you're right. Coaches don't have to take them. And guess what? They're not taking them. That's a good one, Vanessa. Hold on, let me. I don't know what context you use. You said coaches don't have to take them. Guess what? And they're not taking them. They still at home. They're off into another career right now. You're absolutely right. Coaches don't have to take them, and they're not taking them. It just ain't enough room. I don't know what context you use it, but thank you, because I used it for you. But let me keep going. The problem is you can't keep up with all of these people that's in the portal. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some guys that it's their chance to get some money. I understand, especially a lot of these quarterbacks, because you get paid more for being a college starting quarterback than a backup in the NFL. I understand them. This your chance to get a little bread, and in this economy, it's not going to provide many opportunities for you to get, get a meal like that. Get a meal ticket. That's what they call a million. They get the million. But you have an opportunity to go make it happen. I understand. But everybody's in the portal. And for most of you guys, you need to understand the loan money for you is to stay in one place and build some relationship with some of these rich people. And those people can help you. Man, some of y'all know, but y'all go in this school every year. Then people ain't think about you. Where you gonna go back to? Nobody's gonna retire your shirt jersey because you ain't spent but 6 months there. So we got to think about this, and I ain't telling you not to. I'm not telling you not to do whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you information, and you do with this information what you want to. Professor said the coaches don't have to take them. You sure right. Absolutely right. Hey, and you young players out there, especially you guards, I got to talk to y'all. Because I've seen this too much. I saw it last night in some games. Guards, you're playing guard. It's okay to pass the ball. Many of you drive to score repeatedly. But I got this. I hope I taped it. Please. Watch this. Dude calling for the ball, wide open. But you throw up some bull crap. Pass the ball, man. Help open the lane. It helps open the lane up the next time. Watch this. And it's a power 5 guard. That's Jeremy Fields. Watch this. Dude, you got 5 people on you. Watch this. Where you go? This dude wide open. My man right here. Wait. My man right here. Wide open. Watch. Where you going, dude? So I repeat, guards, it's okay to pass the ball, man. You pass the ball, it helps open up the lane. If you pass the ball, people had to move out on him. You might have got to give and go for the layup. But I know you parents out there say, man, go get your money, man. We trying to get some NIL, man. Hold up, y'all. Somebody sent me something. Hold up. Oh, yeah. I got another Texas Southern thing coming up next. I think I got that one. Watch this. Wait a minute. I think this it. That's it. Yeah. That's the from ALC, Anthony Lawrence Collection. That's the next coming up for TSU. Designs that's coming for TSU. Y'all got to remember, they made a whole thing just for TSU. Whole line just for TSU. But come on, Vanessa, give me some more. Anybody want to talk about the guard stuff? Because I know I see nobody come in when I said something about the guard. Because you probably got a little ball beating. Y'all, that's why y'all, this the problem. People get mad because I be hard on guys that do. I don't like guards that dribble the ball too much. So if you ever know a guard that dribble the ball too much, you know I don't like them. I don't like the way they play. Put it like that. I don't like. It's just I didn't want to go there. But in women's basketball, and I saw this the other day, and I didn't have no context on it, but when LSU played against Vanderbilt, and Fauger, the young rap star, talking about she wanted to be the number one of them pick, the one who just a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, hit a 3 and got all in Carol Lawson's face. Carol Lawson is the USA basketball coach who didn't play her the way she wanted to be played. Everybody always whining on every team they own. And she hit a 3 and started talking crazy to her. I don't know what she said. So, but the girl who took her minutes on the United States team, Blake's young lady I was talking about yesterday for Vanderbilt, tore a new one in her. Fauger didn't have 0 points. She's supposed to be one of the top players in a big game. There's no such thing as a bad game in a big game. And somebody called me and said, Robert, maybe she need to stop getting out of the recording booth and getting back in the gym. Because the girl you said You was mad because played more than you in the USA. She held you to 0 points, and she was the killer on the other team. You just can't make this stuff up. And the reason I'm talking about this, y'all, I'm speaking life into our next generation. All you old heads, I ain't trying to please y'all. I'm leaving this as a digital footprint because I don't want to be a generational thief and not leave this information to, because a lot of this stuff that I didn't know, because there was some generational thieves before me. And they didn't tell me about Adam Clayton Powell. They didn't tell me about what Maynard Jackson did at that airport. They didn't tell me about Mary Berry did what he did. So I'm going to make sure our young people know it's people that before them that did great things, so that means they can do great things. All right? So just understand it. He said, I don't like those type of guards. I would sit him down for not passing the ball. He said, Hatter, can we talk about the return of the mid-range game? Paige Becker's mentioned it. More men should use it. We can talk about it when you have time. It was quick to talk about. The mid-range game. What you got to understand about the mid-range game, in case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, what a mid-range game is, because I'm getting in the habit of explaining stuff. Not a three, not a layup, but in the middle, mid-range game. DeMar DeRozan excels at it. Kevin Durant is the best at it. It's just a lot of people, analytics tell you that a mid-range shot is not an optimal shot. So everybody's going to analytics. Everybody who's got a team, even Michigan, they supposed to have this, talking about they got an analytic guru. No, you done paid the hell out of all them players that come to Michigan. All them badass dudes that, hold up, they want to play together. Listen to me, y'all. It's a lot of teams, got a lot of players, got a lot of money, and they putting the players together. But if the players don't buy in, he said, wasn't that your game? You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I just like to hit shots. I don't remember. I don't remember, man. I wanted to win. I would do anything to win when I played. All I want to do is win. But that's all admit. I can't tell you the importance of it. I mean, I don't coach a team, Eric. So I can't tell you. Now, if you can't shoot a mid-range shot and you keep clanking them, the mid-range game is good if you make the shot. The problem is they rather you miss a three if you don't keep missing. Hold up. If you shoot 40% from two and 40% from three, you're gonna win the game. That's a better analytic model. You follow me? See, you talking about the mid-range game, but you got to be able to make it. That man said when he played with me, that was my shot. We wasn't getting 3 points. If I ain't getting 3 points to make it, or make the shot, I ain't finna shoot from way out there for what? But I just thought about that. Eric, see, you made me, thank you for the question. In case y'all didn't know, I'm not just talking about this. Eric came on the screen. Let me put him in big in case you got a cell phone and you can't see it that good. Eric came on and said that, talking about the mid-range game and Paige Becker. Yeah, it's a lot, but you got to be a maker. You got to be a shot maker. You got to be a shot maker, not a shot taker. A lot of shots. We missing a lot of layups. I'm watching so many layups be missed. I don't think I ever seen as many layups be missed in my life. And I know they contested, but you got to be able to make contested shots when you're playing basketball. You got to. I'm watching TSU play. She said, but analytics doesn't account for the common sense shots that players actually pass up to shoot. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Willie Sullivan, I got you, baby. Hey, Willie Sullivan, I promise you. Willie Sullivan, I had you in mind when when we had that when we had that in mind. I had that in mind when you said that you didn't like the fan. I love my shirt from yesterday. Was it something you weren't on the show yesterday? You didn't see my shirt from yesterday? What? Killer. Everybody been talking about it. But she said analytics doesn't account. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. See, what y'all don't understand, they use this metric called 100 possessions. And what they do, Vanessa, and they use this metric, it's very important. It's called points per possession. Okay? The most points you can get per possession, normally, the most points you can get per possession is 4. 3-point shot, 5, is 4 points. Or 0. Right? So you want to at least have 1 point. If you get 1.5 per possession, you're balling. But if you up under 1 point, so guess what? So when you constantly missing them 2-point shots, you call them common sense. But if your ass ain't making them, it's not common. If you ain't make them, see, you talking about shots. I'm talking about makes. If you had to put makes, I would have been all right. But you said shots. A lot of people shoot the ball, but most of them don't make it. What is you doing shooting 3-point? Hold up. You shoot 2-pointers, 2-point shots, and shoot 30% from 2 points. I'd rather you shoot 30% from 3. Because you're going to be getting an extra point per possession. Those are what the analytics games explain to you. I mean, it's a unique theory, and I know a lot of people don't understand. I didn't like it at first because I had to understand it. No, I mean, but guess what? Because your team, you think that no, the coach then saw in his practice that my guys can't make. I ain't got a good 3-point. I ain't got a good 2-point shooting. So I'd rather you make layups. All you 2-point shoot, you can't make them, make the layup. Then I got a set of 3-point shooters on my team. So I'm going to have them on my team. So that's that. You got to know who you got to know your personnel. So you just don't you know people got to practice that shot? How many of your kids out there practicing in that shot right now? That's what I want. How many little Johnnies in the backyard right now practicing that shot? I'm just wondering. If you can't shoot the 3-point shot, most people on your team, they got 12 players on your team, right? Nobody can shoot the 3-point shot, but you got 5 that can shoot a 3. The rest of them, you said, man, y'all get a layup and kick it back out to the guys that shooting a 3. Because y'all can't make this. That's a bad shot. You missing this shot. Some guys shoot 20% from mid-range. So when people talking about this stuff, you got to kind of understand this stuff. Let me see. I had some stuff I wanted to share with y'all about analytics. And y'all got to understand, I got so many things on analytics, right? And like Vanessa said, the eye test is critical. Once you reach a certain level, you see virtually the same thing. But these data interpretation analytics, I'm telling you, they're in this now. They're gonna tell you everything about analytics. He said, let me see somebody said, I'm trying to give you something that'll help you out. He said, today's college coach, but all the top colleges, Arizona, everybody, U of A, everybody using analytics now. But I had some that I wanted to share with you. And I'm trying to find it. I didn't realize I had so much stuff on analytics. But I'm gonna give you a nutshell. I'm gonna give you. He said today's coaches are seeking behind the arc shooters more than mid range guys. Absolutely, absolutely. Vanessa, Paul. Let me see, because you probably didn't see it. I'm 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 I'm, uh, I'm gonna give it to you what Paul said. But uh, they was telling me about. It was trying to explain to me. And I'm gonna try to give it to y'all in layman's terms a little bit. They talking about the average amount of college possessions in college basketball. This was back in 2022. Was 70 to 75 possessions a game. Okay, in college, not pro. In college. All right. To me, guys use floaters. Floaters not good mid-range shooters from what I know. Man, I like the floater. I like the floater, but people ain't making them all the time. So they was telling me, said, Robert, they said, do you know the possessions that Loyola Marymount had when they had Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball? Google them. They had 105 possessions a game. That's how fast they played. They get the ball up, run. Listen, Vanessa, points per possessions. How many possessions you get per game and how many times you can score. That's the point. The national average is probably, they said, 1.2 points per possession. The national average. When you start seeing people score 1.5 points per possession, y'all, this is how basketball is now. It's a little boring, but this is how these people see basketball. Everything come back to the pace of play. He said a team can be fast, and people said they get more shots, they get more free throws. See, y'all got to realize the clock stops on the free throws, right? She said, and then he was talking about that's not, and then somebody said that's not necessarily true. A team can play slower and they can get to the free throw line every single time they get a possession. Because if you get to the free throw line and hit them 2 free throws, that's 2 points per possession. You follow me? So the team that plays fast is getting more attempts, but they may not be as efficient as the slow team. So the word efficient is what they have to use. That's why they use 3-point field goal efficiency percentage now. They use it. What do numbers do? Numbers create efficiency. When I put it like this, they said when a lender gives you money, you know what you want, a person who is efficient about what? Paying you back. Efficiency is what your eyes can't tell you. Vanessa, your eyes can't tell you. It's 4 factors. Vanessa, you're going to be the smartest woman in the gym, on the treadmill. You're going to be the smartest lady in the nail shop. I'm going to give you the 4 factors that contribute to winning in college basketball and the NBA. You got me? College basketball, right? True shot percentage. Effective field goal percentage. These are the 4 factors. True shot percentage, effective field goal percentage, offensive rebound percentage, because if you get an offensive rebound, guess what you get? But Vanessa, you get an extra possession. And that lessens the amount of defensive rebounds that the other team gets. So you get more. And you get so points for being a better offensive rebounding team and your free throw shooting rate. You got to be able to make them free throws. Y'all, you know what's happening too, Vanessa? And y'all ain't been like, a lot of people missing free throws. You can get people in foul trouble and get to the foul line quicker. That's smart. Hold up. That's analytics. They use that in analytics. You might call it your eyes. I remember back when they didn't have analytics, right? Back when they didn't have analytics. Coach used to take me, hit 10 shots right here, 10 shots around. He said, Rob, I don't want you shooting over there no more. Because you wasn't shooting good over there. I want you shooting over here. That's analytics. They didn't call it that back then. But that's analytics. People play different. And I'm going to show you how it affects the game. I'm going to help y'all out. I told y'all you're going to be the smartest woman. People play different when they get in foul trouble. And they can foul out of games. So when you foul, that's why I said one of the factors, important, foul shooting. Getting people in foul. Your free throw shooting rate. It's very important. It's one of the top factors. The free throw rate. Then hold up. The turnover percentage. There are a lot of other things like usage rate they talk about. But what imprint do you leave on a game when you are in the game? That's all they're saying. There are formulas to figure these things out. If your kid, listen to me, is trying to play at the next level, you can understand why coaches make these decisions. When y'all be mad at these coaches. Coaches done looked at all of this, I'm telling y'all. But my son better than him. My son better than... This guy was more efficient. Your son took 1,000,000 shots to get that 20. This man, off two or three shots, got 10 to 15 points because he went to the line. That's how, they said, this dude better than this guy. And why teams should play this way. Then they got this thing called, what is shot quality? Y'all, there's some bad shot takers out here. Notice I didn't say bad shot makers. There's some bad shot takers out here. And hold up. What is your luck quality? All of this go in these equations. Did y'all know this? They got luck quality. When you done missed the rotation and you done missed, and the dude just missed the three. When you done missed the block out and the dude missed it. That's luck. Why? Some teams are lucky. They leave players wide open for corner threes more than they should. They get lucky. But guess what? It's not because they're a great defensive team. It's because the other team just didn't make it, so they're lucky. So your luck value is higher. All of this goes in, all of this is in, then they got a thing called shot quality. What, is that a good shot or a bad shot to that particular player? But I told you earlier, PPP, everything in basketball analytics flows from PPP, points per possession. You can just look at total points per game because some teams play fast and some teams play slow. You can compare apples to apples when you're looking at points per possession. That's how you compare your offense to everybody else's. Your defense to everybody else's. Points per possessions would tell you the truth. All the other analytics kind of flow from that. One thing analytics tell you is don't foul a three-point shooter. I remember that year I was researching this. The three luckiest teams in the NCAA was Providence, Navy, and VCU. It was lucky. They missed rotations. They missed kickbacks. They missed stuff. And the teams just didn't convert on those high percentage shots. And then they said, according to the shot quality, the algorithm in the analytics calculate the quality of shots using a large number of variables, including shot making ability, overall shot selection on each play. So it's a whole lot. A lot of teams have won a disproportionate number of close games. They said, but if you take the same shots and allow the same shots going forward, you may have a different outcome. So shot quality, all of this stuff goes into y'all. I can go on and on because I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't like it at first, but that that stuff. See what I did when I start calling these games, and what I start doing. In basketball. Always remember too. Basketball is a game of runs. They're gonna go on a run. What you try to do, they're gonna have. It's gonna be about. I think they said from 5 to 7 runs in a game. You just make sure you got more of them. You just make sure you have more. If by 5 to 7, you just make sure you have more runs than the other team. That's very important. But I want to shout out these last few minutes to the Vanderbilt AD. Her name is Candace Lee. And she's rewriting the school's athletic narrative with bold investments. Let me show you. You remember we talked about, watch this, the football team killing, the men's basketball killing, the women's basketball killing, the soccer killing, the volleyball killing. The athletic program has taken an unprecedented rise from laughing stock of the SEC to pushing for a seat at the head of the table. And a lot of it has to do with AD Candace Story Lee. Candace Story Lee. Hold up, I got a picture of her somewhere. I don't know why I didn't put it up on the board. Then I take a picture of Miss Candace. There she is right there. Hold up. Let me put her. Candace, I gotta put you on the screen, girl. I gotta put her, Candace on the screen. Where's she at? Hold up. Let me put old Candace on the screen. It might take a second because the show is running. Let me put old Candace on the screen for y'all. When I'm showing y'all these accomplishments right here. Where's she at? Pop up on the screen for me. Girl, don't play with me. Oh, there she go. She just popped up. Might take a second. There she is right there. There she is. That's her. That's the woman behind the success. In case you didn't know. That woman right there. I can make it a little bit bigger for you. That's the woman that's behind this success. Let me finish. According to Paul Scribina of the Nashville Tennessean, that's the paper in Nashville, like our Chronicle, Lee has overseen the school's $300 million Vandy United campaign, which emphasizes student-athlete resources that include upgrade to First Bank Stadium and Hawkins Field, an indoor football facility, a new football experience center, a new basketball operations center. When she assumed her role at AD during the pandemic of May of 2020, can y'all imagine what was going on in May of 2020, after serving over 18 years in other roles in the athletic department there? She was and still is hell-bent on rewriting the narrative. Lee said, there has been an underinvestment, an inconsistent investment into athletics. You could say we have been playing catch up. She added, but we don't think of it in any other way. There were historical gaps that I inherited that had to be addressed to give us the foundation necessary to actually do some things that we think Vanderbilt can do. The school's football team this year reached double digits in victories for the first time in 122 seasons. And its women's soccer team won its first SEC championship on its way to the Elite Eight. The men's, women, and basketball teams are in the middle of highly successful seasons, and the volleyball program was relaunched after 45 years. They didn't have a volleyball team. Shout out to Miss Lee. Y'all clap, clap. You know how they say clap, clap to her. Where's my son? Hold up. What is to what I was supposed to wait to? I couldn't wait to Women Rock Wins. I had to talk about her today. It's a couple of things else. Let me see what else I had for y'all before I get out of here. Hold on. Oh, I talked about that. Talked about that. No, I ain't gonna show that. Yeah, yeah. I be my grandson. He got to me. Let me see. Hold up. Did y'all see Jace Posey dunk? It didn't count, but I didn't. I meant to put it up there, but didn't count. I wanted y'all to see that. Watch this.
Toulson, enough and lob. Oh no! Are you kidding me? Whoa! Somehow, Posey got it to go.
They called that on the floor, unfortunately, but this is one of the most absurd.
Oh, they waved it all.
It's. I mean, the fact that he had to adjust in the air like that because the pass, a double tap pass from Toulson to.
That's one of y'all. That's one of ours, y'all. That wasn't one of our. I did want to share some stuff with y'all these last few minutes. Oh, I think I got time. But somebody was asking me, how do you watch, Robert, what do I look for when I watch a basketball game? What I look for? What I look for? So I got something for y'all. I think I'm just gonna I'm gonna give y'all a few. Okay? When you're watching, right? First thing you want to watch the defense to see if it's zone or man. Okay, it's a zone or man. And how you can tell it's a zone if a guy cuts through there and don't nobody go through him, and they just let him go through and they'll just pass him off to somebody else. He's in a zone. If the guy follow you through, he might be in a box and one. But he most likely, if he following you through, he is a man-to-man. There's 4 ways teams play in modern basketball, right? This doesn't mean you'll never see anything else. It's primarily 4 way teams play. And I know y'all be thinking, they got this elaborate playbook. They got this. It's 4 things. Primarily, you're going to see teams that run heavy ball screens. I mean, big man gonna come up, or another man, sure, another guard come up, and they run a lot of ball screen. I'm just giving you 4 types of ways that they play modern basketball. Give me a way to look at the game. A pick and roll, a continuity offense. That's what a lot of people, pick and roll, they call it pick and roll. When I say heavy ball screens, pick and roll and continuity offense. And then teams use Princeton concepts. That involves a lot of split actions and a lot of DHOs. That split actions is, you know, they'll come, you know, they'll split, you know, they'll just cross you. And you got DHOs, they dribble handoffs. You know, everybody doing the dribble handoff now. And then some teams leans heavy on motion, which is a free-flowing offense with ball screens and cutting and like that. And then the other way they play, isolation game. You know, either from the perimeter, they want to isolate their players. How well, but then I want another thing I want you to look at. How well do players and teams contest jump shots? The team you're gonna see tonight, Houston, the Cougars, they contest, oh my God, jump shots out of the world, and they close out with this with the proper hand. You got to have I watched this clinic. You got certain hands you got to close out on a shooter with, and how well they box out. Watch this. I want you to watch this in the game and what happens in the rebound portion of the game. Always do me a favor. Go look at some games last night. And most time, not every time, but most time the team that wins the rebound battle, first thing I look at when I look at a stat sheet, I look at the rebound. That's where the game is won and lost. And a lot of people, guy just called me and said, man, Robert, how do I watch a basketball? How do you watch a basketball a game? And that's what I had for them. Let's see what else I had. Oh no, I ain't gonna go there. Darren, hey y'all, somebody, you remember the young kid I was talking about? And they talking about him a little bit in the news. The young man I was talking about, Michael Brown from Louisville. And I got some reports that his dad, it might be it's unsubstantiated, but they saying, what's up there, Rod Wells? I met a pitcher from U of H on the golf course the other day. Young guy, big, long, tall, hit the ball 1,000 miles down the golf course. He's a pitcher. I forgot his name, but my partner got his information. I'm gonna get it for it because he said he want to come on the show. Young fella, but I'm gonna put his name in the yeah. I put his name in. They've been talking about him negative, and Michael Brown. And he said he had to set the record straight because people were talking about his dad trying to shut him down and all that kind of stuff. His daddy trying to be like, who is that said something about? Shady Sharp. You remember Shady Sharp just quit Duke's team and just sat on the bench for the rest of the year and still went to the NBA. But the young man wrote, he said, just to set the record straight, my back injury did not happen in the weight room. This situation is something that happened before the Memphis game, and I took some hard falls in the Memphis game that made it worse. Coach Eli is my guy. He hasn't and never will do anything to put my health at risk. He has been the main person working with me every day to get me back on the court as soon as possible. I had to let everyone know the truth. I'll be back soon. Because people on Twitter just get to running their mouth about these kids and saying things about some of his dad ain't gonna shut him down. Like watch this, somebody said it's Michael Brown's situation isn't sitting well with me. He went from game time decision. See, all of these fans, man, everybody always got something to say. I'm just thinking about that. Everybody always got something to say. Everybody. Everybody. Even on this show. And I love it. But I'm just sitting there thinking about it. Parents said, asked the parent, and I was thinking about it because I used to sit alone at my son's basketball game. Somebody sent this, they said, somebody asked me today, why do you always sit alone at your kid's basketball game? And he said his answer was not because I'm unfriendly or antisocial, but because sitting by myself helped me focus and enjoy the game. Then he said, my solitude isn't about being alone. It's about gaining perspective and being there as a support the way parents should be. Y'all, I'm serious. I'll never forget that. And I know I got 4 minutes left, and I didn't like nobody sitting with me. That's when I loved when he went to college because everybody wasn't coming up there. Everybody ain't coming to Ithaca, New York. Everybody wasn't coming. And it's just something, and unlike this parent, I used to think it's me and him at war against everybody. For real. Because of the things we had to go through in high school, the things, college got better. But high school was just a hot mess. But we got through it. And I didn't let it compromise us. It was just people. Then somebody said, I see how the game can wear people down and how pressure can take the joy out of sports, especially for parents. I understand the strategy, the plays, and the way players grow, but he said, when I'm watching the game, this somebody else said, I just want to be present and be a supportive parent. He said, with only about a year and a half left for my daughter to play, I want to appreciate every minute, quietly cheer on her journey. That's really what this stuff is about. I tell y'all, I said it was a hot mess, some of them parents, but I enjoyed my son playing basketball. That's some of the most enjoying times in my life, most enjoyment time. I mean, I've enjoyed myself more than now. My favorite enjoyment is just seeing my grandson and watching him grow. Then somebody else wrote, the noise from the sideline, parents yelling at refs, scores table, the coaches and their own kids. It's tough for him to hear. He said, I can't listen to that kind of negativity. Early on, I decided not to be a part of the chaos, regardless of the sport. I sit alone. Wow. You got parents being put out of games, hollering and cussing and talking about other kids. Then he said she noticed this too, guess his daughter. The daughter once told him, you're the best sport parent, Dad. Not because I'm the loudest, but because I know when to clap and when to just watch. He said, my calm is how I show my pride, no matter the outcome. So yes, I sit alone intentionally because in those quiet moments, I'm simply present, taking it all in and enjoying the moment for what it is. Wow. Wow. I think I can end it. I think I can end right there. I had something else for y'all, but I'm going to end right there because it's 2:00. Parents, district has started. Game's going to get different. Game's going to be tested. I've been there. It's not nobody just telling you this. I've been there. I was one of y'all. Everybody said, man, why you always sitting there back and say, why y'all? This stuff. If I had been sitting way by myself at time, I wouldn't even, I told you it's a son found out the game one time. I'll never forget this. Every time I see that man, I give him a Clint Eastwood look. I still don't speak to that guy. He might be a nice dude, but this particular day, he was so caught up in winning the game, and he was an administrator of the school we was playing. He was a girls' basketball coach. And I'll never forget, my son fouled out the game. That man stood up, and he knew where I was sitting. I was nothing far from him, because it was kind of crowded that game. And he said, yeah, get his ass out of there. I could accept that from another fan, because he was tearing their ass a new one. They wanted him out the game. I could have accepted that from another fan. But from an administrator, the head girls basketball coach, just because he tearing your teams behind, you stand up and say, yeah, get his ass out of there. And you know, I had to say something. That's why I had to say something. And I was real clear. I said, let me tell you something. Whenever he catch your son on a basketball court this summer, he gonna have 50 on your son. I told him just like that. I'm telling him to seek him out. I'm sicking him on your son. That's what I told him. I ain't got time for that stuff, man. But it's just, man knew, you know, it's heated rival game. And I know. But come on, man. Come on, man. That's why I said, man, let me sit by myself. Let me sit by myself. Joe, he said, I sit by myself because I talk about, see, he said, I talk about the kids bad, my kids included, and I know people are sensitive. Joe, Curtis, you need to stop. Curtis, what you coach, Curtis, you ain't coaching. So what does your words, they hurt. Your words can't do nothing but hurt. Why you want to talk about a kid's bad decision? I'm glad you were honest enough to put it on the screen. But we'll get some overtime for that one, Curtis. We got to talk about that. We need an intervention, what they call an intervention for you. You say I sit by myself because I talk about the kids' bad decisions. So you just be over there talking to yourself. You ain't loud enough for nobody. Now, if you just talking to yourself, then it ain't loud enough. But Curtis, we can't do that, man. Can't do that, man. Y'all, these kids. You know, we already got people you know, they all got people every time they do something is online. Y'all notice why I always come on here and support the kids? Support them. Okay. That's the reason I do it, because I know how I feel when people talking about your son every game. Just because he just showed up at a school that ain't never did nothing, never won nothing, never been to the playoff, and showed up and just helped them make the playoff, and helped them almost go to state. And instead of embracing it, I never understood it. I promise you, I never understood it. Instead of embracing it, people are jealous. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. He said, I used to be bad with that, Hatter. I had to talk to my son after his career and apologize because I know. They'll tell you. I mean, hey, we make mistakes. Make mistakes. But I'm out of here. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you for that little lesson, man. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, I'm out. Women Rock Wednesday tomorrow. We got a guest tomorrow. Have people on the show, if you know somebody who want to play professional basketball overseas, not in this country. They're going to have tryouts soon. You'll be able to get that information tomorrow on the show. All right, I'm out.